Good day, Technologians. As all of us may know, an important event is fast approaching, and that is the Supreme Student Government Elections. Every vote counts and every information matters. So to better know our future leaders, the Technologian brings you the head-to-head with the SSG Standard Bearers 2021. With us today is the Vice Presidential candidate from Students in Action for Values and Empowement, or more commonly known as SAVE. We have Rose Jane Israel. Rose Jane Israel is a second-year civil engineering student from the College of Engineering and Architecture and has been a Technologian for 2 years. She is part of the SSG 36 Congress as a CA representative and was acknowledged as one of the finest legislators during the first semester. She is an investigator of the Committee on Technological Concerns and the project coordinator of Sangpit, Words of Praise and Worship, as well as the Karaoke singing competition. She is affiliated with the different organizations such as the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers, INC CIT University Chapter, Seed4Com, Greenbank PH, and EcoBricks PH. Running for SSG Vice President under the red banner of SAVE, Rose Jane Israel. Are you ready, Jane?
Yes, I am.
For your first question,
Alright, so I think I would consider our setup right now, especially that we are in pandemic and it is really hard to patch the gap between the student, the SSG, and also the administration. That's why as a running vice president, I will ensure everyone, especially my fellow Technologians, that I will patch that gap. For the information of everyone, last year I was able to make a resolution entitled A Proposed Resolution Requesting the Administration to open our offices, and that's something that I must be proud of because as we all know that we are in an online setup right now and there's a lot of students who need a school document, especially those a fresh graduate, and someone just approached me that unsay dapat namo buhaton ani since they're having a hard time asking for that documents, and that's why I have decided to make that resolution. And I can say that even though it was being vetoed by the administration because of the school policies and the IITF, I can say that I have done something from the last term. So I have decided to run for this year's election because I myself know that I am ready to serve my fellow Technologians. I am willing to be their voice, and not only be the voice, but also the one who can listen to their problem and address that problem to the administration. As we all know that as a vice president, it is my job to be the supporting details or to support the vice president in all the aspects that she is about to do. And I think that's enough for us to consider that being a vice president is also significant inside the student body, inside the SSG.
and what can you say about the mental health of the students of CIT?
I myself was a student first before becoming an SSG, and I can say that I am also suffering right now since it's really hard for me to reach out with my classmates and also with my professor. I am from Bohol, and I can say that I really don't have enough, or I can say that I really don't have a good internet connection for our online classes. That's why I think that this term is not only for us to gap the patch between the administration and also this SSG, but also to ensure that the stable, or to ensure about the mental health of our student. We must always remember that, we are student first before becoming an SSG officer. I think the most important job of a vice president is that the vice president is the one who can support the president and also the one who will assist the president upon implementing the policy. So I can assure to my fellow Technologians that I myself cannot only be their voice, but also the one who is willing to listen and address this problem to the administration. So I think the first action that I will do is to, of course, implement our platforms. And also for the information of everyone, I am very proud of my representative because they were able to come up with a platform that is very useful, especially in our setup right now. That's why in this year's branding name, we called it as AUHAG because we are ready to encourage students to fight for their rights. All right, so I think I found this question funny because someone just asked me that sa sulod sa SSG ba naigyapo united og safe, and that I answered them that no, inside the SSG there will only be one color, and that is maroon, which represents the Technologians. And as a vice president, I cannot only support the president, but also I will update him or her about the things that needed to be accomplished. And I think that is the most important job of a vice president. So this is kind of hard. I believe that if I myself were going to have a heart-to-heart talk with the president, and we're going to discuss about what kind of problems that we are about to solve. I know that even if I have this opinion, I think it's important to discuss it well with the president in order to solve this properly. And after that, we will recalibrate the situation so that we can successfully solve the problem. I think the only thing that I can say to my fellow Technologians is to vote for someone who you think deserves your vote. Thank you.